February 26, 1991. Southern Iraq. Night. Rain is falling where rain should not exist. Not gentle rain. Not cleansing rain. This is a black, choking downpour mixed with burning oil, ash, and smoke from a nation under aerial siege. The desert, once a flat killing ground, has become a swamp of clay and misery. Every step sinks. Every vehicle struggles. Inside a Soviet-built T-72 tank, Major Hassan of Iraq's elite Republican Guard Tawakkalna Division wipes condensation from his periscope. His hands are steady. His breathing is not. Through the green haze of his passive night sight, he sees something that makes him pause. A shape, large, angular, wrong. A lone American M1A1 Abrams tank. No movement, no engine noise. Its right side is sunk deep into a muddy wadi, the tracks chewed helplessly into the earth. The hull is tilted, immobilized like a wounded animal. To Hassan, it looks abandoned. A gift. For weeks, American aircraft have dominated the sky. Precision strikes. Night attacks. No warning. No escape. Iraqi armor has burned by the hundreds. But now the Americans have made a mistake. Hassan taps his gunner and signals his two wingmen. 3 tanks. 1 target. Point-blank range. This is the moment Iraqi armor doctrine was built for. For 100 meters, Hassan orders. The T-72s halt. Auto-loader cycle. Metal clanks. Hydraulics hiss. Fire. The first 125 millimeters heat round screams across the rain-soaked darkness and slams directly into the turret cheek of the Abrams. A blinding flash. A rolling cloud of smoke. Hassan leans forward. He waits. He expects fire. A secondary explosion. The turret ripping free. Instead, nothing. The smoke clears. The American tank is still there. No breach. No collapse. Not even visible damage. Then something happens that freezes the blood in Hassan's veins. The Abrams turret begins to turn. Not slowly. Not cautiously. It rotates with smooth mechanical certainty. Faster than any Soviet turret Hassan has ever seen. The gun barrel stops. Pointed directly at him. In that instant, Major Hassan understands the truth. He is not the hunter. He is the prey. To understand the terror of this moment, we must step back. Operation Desert Storm was supposed to be brutal. Iraq possessed the 4th largest army on earth, hardened by 8 years of war against Iran. Thousands of tanks, tens of thousands of artillery pieces, entire divisions entrenched and waiting. On paper, this should have been a bloodbath. But the United States brought something Iraq had never faced. Not just better training, not just air superiority, but a weapon system so far ahead of its time that it rewrote the rules of armored warfare. The M1A1 Abrams. 70 tons of classified engineering, powered by a gas turbine engine that could run on diesel, jet fuel, anything flammable, capable of speeds that shocked observers. But speed was not its deadliest trait. Its true power lay in what the enemy could not see, inside the stuck Abrams. This tank belongs to the U.S. Army's 3rd Armored Division. The commander, let's call him Sergeant Miller. 15 minutes earlier, his unit had pushed forward through a sandstorm, racing to exploit a collapsing Iraqi line. Unseasonal rain had soaked the desert beneath the sand. The ground gave way. The Abrams slid. 60 tons dropped into a hidden ravine. The track spun uselessly, digging deeper until the hull rested hard against the mud. They were stuck, separated from their platoon. Radio interference crackling with static. The driver tries rocking the tank free. The transmission temperature spikes. Cut engine. Miller's voice is calm but final. We're just digging a grave. Silence fills the turret. Rain drums against the armor. Then, contact. Rear. 3 targets. Miller snaps into the commander's independent thermal viewer. On the screen, 3 white-hot shapes glow against the cold rain. T-72 tanks. Their engines burn like flares in the thermal spectrum. They are approaching in a textbook hunter-killer formation. Miller does the math instantly. If they reach the rear armor, the Abrams dies. Immobile or not, this tank is now in a fight for its life. Back inside Major Hassan's T-72, the first shot failed. Hassan is furious. Load Sabo. Load Sabo. The kinetic penetrator. Steel dart designed to punch through armor. The auto-loader begins its cycle. 7 seconds. In tank combat, 7 seconds is forever. Inside the Abrams, time moves differently. Sabo tank. For 100 meters, Miller orders. The loader, a 19-year-old kid running on adrenaline, grabs the M1A1 depleted uranium round, a silver spear of death. He slams it into the breech. Up! The gunner is locked into his thermal sight. He doesn't see darkness. He doesn't see rain. He sees heat. He sees the Iraqi commander's head above the hatch. He sees exhaust vents glowing white. The Iraqi tanks fire again. Boom! Boom! 2 Sabo rounds slam into the Abrams. Inside, it sounds like a cathedral bell struck by a freight train. Teeth rattle. Dust rains down. Status. Systems green. We're still up. The Iraqi rounds don't penetrate. They shatter. 1970s ammunition meeting 1990s composite armor. Now the Abrams fires. The crosshairs settle. On the way, the 120 millimeters smoothbore cannon erupts. Because the tank is buried in mud, recoil energy transfers directly into the earth. The M1A1 round leaves the barrel at over 3,500 miles per hour. It crosses the distance almost instantly. There is no explosion, just physics. The depleted uranium penetrator slices through the front slope of Hassan's T-72 like it doesn't exist. Inside the tank, pressure equalizes violently. The round passes through the engine block, ammunition carousel, and exits the rear. The T-72's own ammo detonates. The turret is thrown 20 feet into the air. Fire roars into the rain. Miller doesn't pause. Target left. Fire. The loader is already moving. Second shot. The Iraqi tank tries to reverse. Tracks churning uselessly in mud. The thermal sight sees everything. Impact at the turret ring. The tank stops dead. Flames pour from the hatches. The third Iraqi commander panics. He fires blindly. The shot goes high. Misses. Miller's gunner adjusts. Hydraulics whine. Third shot. Impact. Explosion. Silence. Aftermath. Rain hisses against burning wrecks. 3 tanks destroyed. 1 tank stuck in mud. 0 American casualties. When recovery vehicles arrive at dawn, engineers inspect the Abrams. They find impact marks. They look like scratches. Why couldn't Iraq destroy it? The answer lies in Chobham armor. A classified matrix of ceramic tiles, steel layers, and depleted uranium mesh. Ceramic shatter-shaped charges. Composite layers disrupt penetrators. Energy is absorbed, deflected, defeated. The Iraqi crews were using obsolete ammunition against future warfare. They were trying to break a vault with a hammer. And optics? Iraqi night sights relied on infrared lamps, giant beacons visible to anyone with thermal vision. The rain and smoke that Hassan thought concealed him only made him glow brighter. Legacy. This single engagement became legend, not because the Abrams was invincible, but because it proved a brutal truth. In modern warfare, technology multiplies lethality. Mobility matters. Numbers matter. But dominance belongs to the side that sees first, shoots first, and survives a hit. The Abrams didn't just survive the mud. It turned it into a killing ground. The Iraqi soldiers learned too late. Sometimes, the thing stuck in the mud isn't a victim. It's a trap. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most terrifying armored encounters in modern history, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more powerful war and military history videos. Don't forget to comment, and tell US in the comments where you are watching from. Your support helps this channel grow and brings more untold battlefield stories to life. Final words. Wars are not won by numbers alone. They are won by preparation, by vision, by the unseen edge. And in the mud of southern Iraq, 1 tank proved that the future had already arrived. If you want to explore the air war over Baghdad, the myths of Iraqi resistance, and the hidden technologies that ended the Gulf War in 100 hours, Stay with us. Because history isn't just about what happened. It's about why it happened and what it means for the wars yet to come.